Hello everyone, my name is Rosie, and welcome back to Rosie's Rapid Record Reviews. Yeah, let's get right into it. Today we are going to be reviewing Gem by Ark Patrol, which is an album that released last year, which released after 2 EPs. In general, over the past couple years, I came to know Ark Patrol as somebody who would just release really nice, chill tracks, and he put out 2 albums, his self-titled and the one after that, Geode, which was actually an EP. My bad, I thought it was an album. But both of those projects are very good, but listening to them, you could never expect this coming. Yeah, his last song for a while before releasing the tracks for this album was titled Real, and it was this garage like breakbeat type track with these killer drums. It had a nice rapper sample in it, and it was just a bop, so it had me very excited for what he would do next, and then he kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. But it's okay because we got We with Veronica Red, I think, in 2023. And that's a great comeback for him. I love his Veronica Red collabs, and this is probably my favorite in a while. I really like how upbeat and airy it feels, and we even get this darker switch at the end with this loud synthesizer coming in the background, this thing. It goes hard, and there were a couple other singles, but I just want to get into the album, go through the track list, talk about what I like here. But first, as you know, we attempt to draw the album arts on this channel. I only say attempt because I don't know exactly what this is, but like, here you go. This is what I did this time. Not my best work. I got a little too ambitious with the colors, and then I kind of just didn't realize what was going on, but you know, happens. You know, something there. But if you look over here, you will see the actual art, which I think is very cool. It has this guy, it seems like some type of like silk or something's covering him, and you can just like see the face like pressed through the fabric, and it's got this awesome font in the corner saying Gem. And I failed to recreate that, but it looks sick. Take Top of the World, for example, which is one of the more poppy cuts on here. I think this is his best vocal performance on the whole record. I love how he sounds over this beat. I love the random person in the background just going, fuck you! Like that's kind of funny. And this is just a very solid melancholic track. It's probably one of my favorites on here, and one thing I can say against this album is, at least for me, I definitely prefer the first half of this album, because the first half is stacked, man. These first 7 are all really, really good. I was talking about We earlier with Veronica Red, very good song. Origin, at first, when that EP came out, it didn't really leave much of an impact on me. But even though this type of like house music isn't really my thing, I really enjoy this song. Something about the sample that's repeated throughout the whole thing is very catchy. Tomorrow Can Wait was probably my favorite going into the release of this album. I love Fifi Zong's vocals on here. She sounds super cheerful, and this beat just feels like you're listening to it, dancing on like clouds floating up in the sky. It's so serene, man. It's beautiful. I just love how this beat sounds. This is peak Ark Patrol. This is like exactly what I would want. And then you go into Fallen For You next, which is just kind of, it's hilarious, because both of these songs are very good for completely different reasons. Fallen For You, hands down, has to be my favorite beat on the album. I just love how aggressive these drums and these 808s are. And Seb, even though sometimes I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about lyrically on here, he flows over this beat really satisfyingly, and he somehow made it sound hard to say, "God damn, I love it when you text," which might be the least hard line of all time. But, you know, the instrumental, it's got it. It's got the sauce, man. La Mina is probably my favorite on here now, just because of how experimental it is. It's got this first drop that's a lot more chill and, like, just laid back in comparison to what happens later on in the song. And I don't even want to ruin it, because I don't know how I describe what happens here. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rosie was not able to describe what she wanted to on the first take of the recording. So I'd like to say La Mina is my favorite on here. I love how like oceany and like trance-like it is in the first half with these in the like these vocals in the background like that, and it slowly builds up in the second half to this more like distorted almost like breakbeat section with these loud basses in the background just pummeling back and forth. It goes really hard. Like I said, probably my favorite on here, and just wanted to come in because I did not know what I was talking about. And then we get Relief with Lex Stacy. Lex Stacy is a producer I really love, and he's got a great voice. And it's just so cool to see two people I would have never guessed working together. And it works pretty well. It's not my favorite on here, but it's pretty good. Control, I love how it builds and how it's probably the chillest up to this point with these drowned out vocals in the back till it builds into the drop in like the last minute of the track. And then A Studio is a nice closer. I feel like it rounds it out very well and fits together with the first couple tracks on this album. Overall, I feel like this is Ark Patrol's most impressive album yet. I really liked the other two, but I feel like he just shows a lot more diversity in his sound with this one, and it makes me very excited to see what he'll do next, because he kind of disappears for a while, but whenever he shows back up, he's got something pretty cool to give me. So I enjoy this album. I hope you give it a listen. It'll be down below. This album definitely deserves more love. I don't hear like anybody talking about it. And it's got Top of the World, Tomorrow Can Wait, and Fallen For You on it. Like, what are we doing, guys? We gotta listen to this. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. And here are my favorite bits at the end. RRRR. I'm falling, I need a hit of anything, something that can take my pain away. Falling. Girl, the way you're touching me is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Ain't nobody loving you like I would. Like I would. Ain't nobody loving you.